Hi, I'm Professor James Menkowski. I'm the Senior Application Engineer for TDK Lambda. And today we're going to talk about some exciting things with some of the new concepts and power supplies that TDK Lambda has to offer. First, what I'm going to do is discuss the standard 500 to 600 watt power supply with power factor correction that's used in every day. And you can see that it's a standard box power supply. But what happens when we want to get into a situation where we're limited on space? Okay, this is TDK Lambda's low-profile approach of this power supply. Here we have a supply that has a power factor corrector and rectifier unit, which can take the universal input of 85 to 265 volts AC, feed it into a full brick, and give me a 12, 24, or 48 volt output up to 600 watts. Now, what Lambda has done for the future is taken these two bricks and combined them into one, lending us then to the new module, which is our PFE series, which again has the rectifier and power factor corrector unit, enabling a 85 to 265 volt AC input, and a complete 700 and 500 watt application at 12, 24, and 48 volt output. Okay, this is a TDK Lambda evaluation board using the PFE module. This one will have all of the peripheral components necessary. It has an EMI filter, it has the boost or hold-up cap, some output filtering, and a heatsink so the customer can evaluate this particular power supply on the bench. And as you can see, the power supply is here with the heatsink mounted on top. And then you can actually do another variation by taking the brick and actually mounting it on the bottom of the board and having all the components on the outside, and then you could actually mount this then to a cold plate. Okay, in recapping, what we're showing here is the existing two-brick solution provided by Lambda or other manufacturers, whereby we take the 85 to 265 volts input, rectify, do a boost conversion for power factor correction, and get a 200 to 400 volt DC output into a high voltage DC input full brick, giving us then our low DC output of 12, 24, or 48 at 600 watts. Now the new version that Lambda has developed is the PFE series, which takes the same 85 to 265 volt input, does the boost conversion and rectifying on the front end of this, feeds internally to the DC to DC brick, giving me a 12, 28, or 48 volt output from 500 to 700 watts. Okay, on the PFE module, if there's any more information that you'd like, you can get a hold of us on lambdapower.com, our website. And all the tech support information is there, and you can actually speak to us if you wish, and then we can go through the step-by-step procedures with this particular module. So thank you very much, and enjoy the power supply.